Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Lee, the one-armed fish guy, here with another video. This week there's going to be some footage of me going through my tank timeline in this house. I'm also going to do some footage of the livestock, as I said I was going to do, even though it's not going to be a full video. I'm just going to skim over what fish we actually have in the system. I originally moved in here with it and set up a 3-footer, and it's spiraled out of control basically. But I've run some videos through, watched a few bits and bats, me explaining what the system is, where I am in the hobby at that time, and what kind of timeline it is. And then after that we'll have a look at what fish we've got. So I'll disappear now and you'll see the video on a voiceover, and I'll get back to you in a second. So here we have my first tank in this house, which is a Clear Seal 900, 3 foot by 2 foot by 20. This is the first scape that I came up with. Light and water in it already. First signs of life, 2 devil damsels, well blue damsels, but they're total not arseholes. They weren't too bad at first, but one of them turned hyper aggressive as he got a bit bigger. And then we've got one of my all-time favourite fish, which is a long-round cowfish. I used to call it moo cow. Beautiful little fish, unfortunately it passed away. There's Falco hawkfish, I used to call him Amadeus. My 2 gold nugget clowns, absolutely adored them fish, they were stunning. But I ended up getting a disease in tank and it took them all out. Here's when I was getting my first nemming ready for clowns. That's purple tang. That's the smallest purple tang out of the trio. I've had him that long, so this were 2019 and I've still got him. As you can see, I've got 2 tanks set up, they're both interlinked there. The cowfish and 2 clowns and the flame angel were in there out of the way. That piece of pavona there is a big piece on the back wall on the water box, and that when I swap the tanks over it and put a fluval edge there. But same again, this is linked into the other system, so it's all one big system. I've got a bad habit of continually doing that with systems. As you can see in there, there's my little Joshua Goby. I ended up getting him a pistol shrimp as a thing, but the Starlight Blenny used to bully him, so he got moved into 3-footer. Absolutely adore them fish. I wish I get around to get some more, and you can see the true colours there of my gold nugget clowns. That tank to me looks dire, but back then I thought it was a bee's knees. This is the little tank, and I used to have a huge amount of Gorgonia in there. That was the new tank. This were a Red Sea Reefer 250 and a Red Sea Reefer Nano that were going in the exact same place as where the other one were. And this is all the pipe work that I've done for it. This is a second attempt at playing with pipe work. This is where I learnt all my mistakes and better ways of doing things. This took a lot of time. It must have been in kitchen 4 or 5 months. But look how that Gorgonia, how beautiful it looks there. And this we're going to be front at tanks. And this is the old 3-footer. The huge bubble, I really miss that. That were beautiful coral, but the regals that I end up, you'll see later on, they decided to eat all of it, and it were heartbreaking, to be honest. This is all getting all pipe work and everything dialed in how I want it. Beautiful shot of a tricolour nem with the porcelain crabs in it. These pictures were superb. These were in the top of the little fluval edge. And there's Mrs. Grumpy, the female gold nugget clown. This were rock covered in beautiful mushrooms. I wish I still had it. Unfortunately they all died when I had an issue with bacteria in tank a few years back. And again, porcelain crabs again. Big favourite of mine. Now this is a Red Sea Reefer actually in place. That's where the Clear Seal was. And that was a lovely flasher ash that I had. This is my first attempt at a control board. Now if you look at that compared to how my control boards are now, it's worlds apart. And same again, I thought that looked awesome, but now looking at what I do, and this one, another porcelain crab in my green them. Now this was my first Achilles. I really shouldn't have bought it. He only lasted a few weeks. I didn't really have the capability to look after him. I didn't have the expertise or knowledge, and to be honest, I believe I still don't, but I've now got one in the water box and I've had him a few months and he's doing super well. But as you can see, there's a few other bits and bats in there. He was a stunning fish, proper Hawaii one as well. Here we have everything in situ and skimmer working well. That was a beautiful walling hammer I used to have. Collection of Zoas. There's a collection of hammers and torches and such like. This is when I was first really feeling my way around corals. I've been in hobby a long while, but I used to mainly focus on fish. Where we're here, I didn't think I'd better do bigger than a 3-footer, so I put a lot more of effort into controlling into corals. And here we have coming up the colony of palitoas that nearly killed me. Here's a new tank. I went for a 4-footer, thinking it were going to be big enough. Within 3-4 weeks, I realised it was nowhere near big enough. So I upgraded to a 5x2 22 at the time. And this was the first scape I did. Absolutely loved it. There's me fixating over me plumbing work yet again. And yeah, I look at that scape now and I think it was atrocious, but I loved it at the time. This is back when I didn't have the knowledge that I have now and all the capabilities. And there's the first bit of life in the tank, which were a beautiful little mimic tank. I need to get another one of these at some point. And that's my Red Sea 250 with all my stock left in it. I was just letting that turn over and get to temperature, and you know, and here we are, fully stocked. Purple tang that I've still got now, it's the smallest one of the three. A pair of clowns in there, Scorpos, yellow, sailfin, 2 regals. I used to love them regals. I'd grown them from, what, 1.5 inches to 8-9 inch, and then I started eating that big bubble coral in the background there, and that broke my axe. I'd got it massive. As you can see there, it's grown a hell of a lot. I've also got 2 fox faces in there and an Icarus wrasse that I didn't have prior. A couple of bubbles, anemones, sorry. Cleaner wrasse, which is still the same cleaner wrasse I have in the big tank, and call her Mrs. Doyle. I'll say 2 fox faces there, more clowns. You see, there's 3 little clowns in back, 4 little clowns. I did love that green hammer, and that it was supposed to be a gold hammer, but it was more black than gold. And yeah, it was just, I was just surprised at how well things used to do. And there's my little Falco. I had him for 4 years, and then he died when I did a tank swap. Devastated. It was a birthday present off my old boss. My little scarlet hawkfish. I've got about 3 of them now, and they are one of my favourites. And there it is with lights on, and any moment now will be cutting back to me with a big tank. And we're back. So here we have the main display with the fishing. I've recorded this once already and managed to delete it because I'm an idiot. So, to start off, you can see one of my 3 purple, or 2 of my 3 purple tangs there. He's bullying the little one a little bit, but they'll be alright. We've got a yellow tang hiding in the back there somewhere. There's my powder blue hybrid, one of my favourite fish, and there's my yellow tang coming through. Also a black and white clown. There's my pride and joy, the zebra tang. That came from AAC. Here we have the big barrier tang. It's now the biggest fish in the tank. The matter tang were bigger than it originally, but it's grown quick. And there's my, oh, where you gone? There's my little elegance tang, one of my favourite tangs in the tank. Looking forward to it getting big. And Gold Flake Angel pops up there. Also a black-tailed tamarin hiding there, and you can see two of the purples there. Also a fair few chromies in here. I'm not a big fan of them, but you know, they are one of the things. And there we have my rather large dusky wrasse. My Sohal tang just disappearing at the back. My Mata tang here, who's another keen favourite. Let's go back down to the barrier for a second. And gold flake tang is absolutely stunning. It's one of my bucket list fish. So here we have the Mata tang coming to say hello. One of the purples swimming by. And here we have my gem tang. Beautiful fish. One of my little storm clowns, black storms. If we pan back, you can see one of my big clams and the rest of my other clams. Unfortunately, I lost two large clams a couple of months back, but unfortunately, in this hobby, these things happen. There's my mocha, the male mocha storm. There's one of my clarkies. There he is. And there's a boyfriend, that's a female. The boyfriend's just hiding at the back there. Powder blue hybrid again, the big Mata tang. Oh sorry, that's barrier tang. And if he turns around, there's my tricolour. Tricolour scopos. Now most people think this yellow tang's a wild caught, and he in fact is a tank bred. It's just really good quality colour fish, and you give them the right food and stuff and they'll soon change to look like wild caught. There's my little Tamia tang. The silver belly wrasse at the back there. And black-tailed tamarin again. There's also a secretive wrasse in here and a 6-line, but they're always in hiding. You can just see there under the rockwork there is a emperor cardinal, and you'll see some stark-eye damsels and also some regal damsels. The rockwork's not looking too good, not empty, because I found a load of worms on my torches. Now the torches aren't looking too good there, but they're getting a lot better. So they got dipped this week. There's one of my gonnies. The tank's not looking its best at the moment, but give it a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and it should be back on top. And then we've got my little flame angel, another model citizen. Don't seem to bother out. I don't know if you can see, but that's all three purples together. My Sohal making an appearance. So he's got marks on his head, he's had them for ages. Just don't want to seem to heal. I think it's where he sleeps, to be honest. I think he scratches his head when he goes in. And this zebra is super active, he's always on the go. Always back and forth, up and down tank. Very much like a convict tang, but different shape body, different geno. But absolutely stunning. And come from Mauritius, I believe. Or Mauritius. Now we've got a little clownfish. Nice Duncan colony. And Turbinera, which is not looking the best. I've had a lot of issues over the last couple of months and I'm still trying to pull the tang round. But since going on to the aquaforest stuff, that's helped a hell of a lot. And there's my tricolour again. Beautiful fish. He got beat up by the Sohal when the Sohal were a baby. And his fins have never grown back. I don't know why. The yellow tang at the same, that's why his fins are a bit dicky. And we've got my Midas blenny there. Another beautiful fish, another favourite of mine. In the box is my golden hawk fish. He's getting let out soon. I just want him to be happy first. There's also a pair of scarlet hawkfish in here. I did have a shot of him on the other one, but he's disappeared now. Enough flow there for you, Rob. This silly bugger keeps sleeping in clam. We get a picture. There we are. The female black storm. She's always sat in this clam. Get out of the way, purple, so we can see clam. Absolutely stunning though. A little lobo there. I had loads of lobos, but I've lost a lot of them due to a bacterial infection. Obviously this is all under yellow lights. If it were blues, all these would be popping like mad. And loads of different colours of mushrooms. Hello. A beautiful coloration on that big matter tang. Can't see, it's moving too quick out of the way. Barrier tang again. I just fed them. I fed them for. I'll do another. I'll chuck some more food in a minute. Let you see how much the thing. Ah, there he is. You can just see tail there sticking out, hiding in rockwork again. It's one of the little scarlet hawks. There's a pair of them in there. There's my cleaner ass, or I call it Mrs. Doyle. People who are more my age will understand that. Then the matter tang, a beautiful coloration on him. It's hard to believe when the barrier tang came, he was the same size as Goldflake, and I thought the matter tang and him were going to fight, but as soon as I put them in acclimation box, the matter tang stayed outside that box until I let him out, and then from then on they used to swim around together for the first 3-4 months, and they've been like best buds ever since, which were really good because I was so scared they were going to fight. We're very lucky in that sense. As you can see, there's another tank in the background there. There's an Achilles tang in there, an orange shoulder and a hybrid scopos, and they're due to come into this tank in the next couple of weeks. It's like on my previous video, the zebra tang, him, he was in the water box over in the corner, now he's in here. I said it was only temporary, but yeah, he's doing super well. I was a bit twitchy putting him in because he is an expensive fish, but as you can see, he's happy and fat and he's constantly on the move. But yeah, tank's looking well. The fish load is looking really well. The corals are a bit sad, but yeah, I had a alkylinated spike. I dropped from 9.5 down to 6.9. My own stupidity, not paying attention to what I'm doing. So I can't really blame anyone, but the way it's coming back as quickly as it's coming back is really good, due to the aquafoil stuff that I'm using. And there's my dusky rask again, absolutely beautiful fish. So I'll pop you down and we'll give them some food again. Best thing about keeping fish is feeding them. I love to see them go mad for food. Well, bear in mind I've had 2 big scoops of it and they're still absolutely trying to annihilate it. Right, I'll pop you back down on the thing over there. Right guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks again. Like and subscribe. I'm at 193 subscribers so far, which I'm really impressed with. It's come up from 30 to that in the space of 4 weeks. So for the people who have subscribed and do watch videos and like, thank you very much. I do really appreciate it. If you can share it, that'd be great. So I'd love to get to 200 subscribers for Christmas, but if not, don't worry. But it would be nice. Any questions, any information, any help you need, drop me a message in comments. Want any close-ups or any better looks at fish or corals? I'll be doing a proper coral talk. I'm going to over Christmas all this is getting taken out, and I'm going to redo it all and put all my hammers at this front because I'm not happy where our torches are. I want them in a permanently blue tank, because these here are indoor golds and they just look pink and look shit. Under blue lights look phenomenal, so I want them under blue lights at all times. So they're probably going to go into the water box or the cage, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, thanks again guys. There'll be videos, there'll be another video before, well, in between New Year and Christmas, after Christmas and in between, and start that again, sorry. There'll be another video in between New Year and Christmas. As you can see, lights have gone back blue now, so it's going to be all blue. So yeah, thanks again. Have a great Christmas and a great New Year. There'll be a video here. This will be me on the Reefers Network last week, and below it'll be another salty banter. Really good laugh. The link for Reef AF is in for the Discord is in the description. Come along and join the madhouse. It's all great fun. Thanks again guys. See you later.